Welcome to Digital Champions TV, where we speak with the top leaders and trendsetters in advertising and marketing. I'm Greg Kirkham, and today we're joined by Chris Suglia, the co-owner and CEO of Happy Hub Marketing based in Denver, Colorado. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Thank you so much, Greg. Really happy to be here.
Now, I have got to know, how did you come up with the name Happy Hub Marketing? That's definitely a name that sticks in the mind, I'd say, yeah?
Yeah. No, it's funny you asked that. When I first was starting the company, I was working in a lot of agencies and I was just kind of getting burned out with marketing, not really enjoying some of the stuff that I really loved when I first got into the industry. And I was seeing with a lot of clients too, that they were just kind of frustrated with kind of like, I guess the status quo, you could call it, of marketing agencies. And so kind of the thought with Happy Hub was just to create a place where clients and everyone working there really felt happy about what they were doing and happy about their marketing strategy and kind of like a stress-free, no worry experience there with it. And the Happy Hub name just kind of like came to fruition after thinking through that basically.
Yeah, and it sounds like Happy Hub, you wanted to provide them with a different experience to really break away from that status quo, if you will. Now, that was when you were a media buyer and account manager. You were working in the dental industry, right? How did this lead you to build Happy Hub Marketing in terms of the segments that you're focusing on now?
Yeah, I actually have a pretty interesting background. I went to school for writing for comedy television and film and TV production and all that kind of stuff. And I just kind of like stumbled into a marketing internship my senior year and realized that I have this kind of knack for, I guess, consumer psychology. And then it also allowed me to use my like copywriting that I learned for writing for TV and just like a lot of those visual skills and things like that. And so the dental was kind of just like the first agency job I could really get my hands on, because a lot of agencies want you to have a lot of agency experience before hiring you and all that sort of thing. And the dental work allowed me to, or the dental clients, I was an account manager while also building landing pages, writing copy for Facebook ads, and creating visuals and managing all the campaigns. So it really allowed me to get that like full experience that I didn't, really get in college, because I only took like marketing courses really for a year. And then after that, I realized what I really loved about it was the content and landing page aspects of things. And I mean, I really do love Facebook ads too, which a lot of people might might smirk about because they get frustrated with Facebook. But I really love it. And then so kind of jumping off of there, I started to think through clients that like really prioritized user experience basically. And a lot of those are direct to consumer clients, which is a lot what we work with now. And then also with the direct to consumer clients, we had worked with a lot of agencies just because I love educating people. And a big part of my role when I worked at agencies was like leading a team and like helping them with best practices and helping entry level employees kind of like get to that next step. And so that allows me to, focus on both things now.
Now, speaking of consumer psychology, you mentioned that content creation and media is going to be one of the most, if it's not already, right, one of the most important ways the company will be able to grow. Tell us how those companies can best leverage this to be able to really lean into this trend.
The best way is definitely starting with just market research and asking your customers, really like what they're looking for. A big thing that I like to do is just send a survey out through email. You can also run those through Facebook or other campaigns sometimes too. Also, post-purchase surveys are really helpful too, but just really figuring out, what they want. And a lot of owners kind of like think that they know what their customers want or have like some type of idea in their head. But when you actually ask them, you get a lot of this, real legitimate feedback and makes your assumptions become, confirmed, and then also uncover a lot of things that were just kind of like hiding there that you didn't really know were that important to your customers. So once kind of figuring out that piece, that allows you to really mold your creative and landing pages to really fit, that psychology that your customers have. And there's also like, a lot of other tricks with like hopping onto trends, using hooks that work really well. And and just being like really thoughtful with your messaging, so you're giving as much value as possible instead of just like kind of like thinking me in terms of a business.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris, for coming on the show and sharing your expertise with us today to connect with Happy Hub Marketing. And learn more about Chris Suglia's work, visit digitalchampionstv.com.